Is a framing square square? To test the squareness of my framing square, I'm going to use this triangle. This is my go-to calibration tool in the Smart Woodshop. This triangle is square to within 1/1000th of an inch. But what does that really mean? No magic tricks here. These playing cards are about 1/128th of an inch. So if I take a digital caliper and I check one of these cards, it actually says 1/164th, but if I check two of them, it says 1/164th. I don't think these calipers have enough precision to actually differentiate. If I take a piece of paper and check it, it just goes to zero. So if I go over to millimeter, then I get 0.11, so call it 1/10th of a millimeter. And now I can check, and it's 0.28, so we'll call it a 1/4 millimeter. And two of them are 0.56, so 1/2 millimeter. 1/1000th of an inch is basically 1/2 the thickness of one of these playing cards, or about the thickness of a sheet of paper. Over 2 feet, it's only off by about the thickness of 2 playing cards, or 1/64th. For its intended purpose, I'd say that's well within tolerance. Not bad for a framing square that you can pick up for under $30, that's loaded with all kind of features that were useful decades ago, long before we had a Construction Master calculator. And even those have gone away now. We're using apps on our smartphones. But with all of these scales, you can completely frame your house, cut an entire complex roof, your rafters, your hips, your jacks, your valleys, with all the information that's on one of these. And you're typically using it for dimensional lumber, like a 2x12 to cut a rafter, and certainly across that 11.5 inches, that's going to be well with any kind of tolerance. In fact, that is perfection. But what about in finish? Is it okay to use this to square out a piece of plywood over 8 feet? Or to calibrate your tools? Like the Smart Bench is accurate to the same 1/1000th of an inch. There's zero play on that. And that's the kind of accuracy I want in my finished tools. So 1/164th over 2 feet, if you projected that out over 8 feet, if you're going to square up a piece of plywood, I believe that would mean you would be off, or could be off, up to 1/8 of an inch in 8 feet. And if you're building cabinets, I don't think that's a great idea, because remember, 1/8 of an inch over 8 feet could be doubled, because when you're making a set of cabinets, you're breaking down lots and lots of plywood. You're ripping it to your width, and then you're cross-cutting it. And whether you're going to be cutting it all from the same side would be a little more complicated. So if you took that 1/8 of an inch and it got flipped over, all of a sudden that's a 1/4 inch. So I would say that for finish, and particularly for calibrating your tools, I would not use a framing square for that. I would highly recommend that you have a tool like this in your toolbox, if for nothing else, to calibrate your other tools. It'll save you a lot of grief, particularly if you're doing production cabinets and things where that accuracy will pay off in spades. TSO is having their Spooktacular sale, their October sale right now, so you can get a discount on one of these. I'll put my affiliate link in the description of this video down below. If you use that affiliate link, TSO will compensate us a bit, but they won't charge you any extra. These playing cards weren't dug out just to demonstrate the accuracy of a framing square. These are a tool that I keep in the smart wood shop. When they get used up, I get another deck. These are fantastic for so many things. When I'm fine-tuning doors, these make perfect shims to put behind door hinges. I can cut off little pieces and stack as much as I need behind and adjust a hinge just slightly. And when I use my router table as a joiner, I stack these up and put them in my router fence, and that gives me that offset for joining an edge. So make sure you add a set of playing cards to your toolbox. The fact that I have lots of these blue TSO tools are by my choice. They don't sponsor me. They don't ask me to make these videos. I have digital plans available for you to download if you want to build yourself any of the smart tools that you've seen here. The smart bench, the smart station, all of the accessories that make up the smart system or the smart wood shop itself. There'll be a link in the description of this video down below. You can go there, purchase any plan you want or package of plans, and you'll get an email from us, and you can download them within about a minute or two, 24/7, 365. I'm currently working on a project where I need long miters on plywood. I have a technique that I can put these together very quickly and they stay together. If you'd like me to make a video showing you how I do these long miters, and I don't mean just this long, they can be really long. They turn out perfect and they stay together over time. If you'd like me to make that video, then in the comment section down below, put in your request. If there's enough requests, I'll take the time to make the video. Be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and ring the bell so you won't miss any of the videos that I put up. You could really help the channel by sharing this video or one of the other more than 1,500 videos we've put up over the last 14 years with somebody you know or on social media. Help us grow this channel at the grassroots level. If you do that, we'll have more access to tool companies where if you want to see me take a deep dive into a tool, I could reach out to them and say, look, here's my audience, this is my viewer, this is the smart fam, and they'll want to have access to you. So maybe they'll send a tool, if for no other reason, loan it to me just to sort of test out. Mahalo for hanging out with me in the Smart Wood Shop.